And that marks 3 out of 4 AP exams done, ladies and gentlemen. Clap it up. That's right, I do consider myself quite a smarty patootie. But seriously though, I just got done with my AP pre-calc exam, came home immediately and wanted to make a video, because I gotta get one uploaded for tomorrow. So it's nice to meet you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Ian, and I'm so happy to announce that we've hit 100 subscribers. I'm gonna do a 100 plus live stream soon if I can get the time for it, and I'll probably be streaming Ark. It'll be so fun, and then we could play some party games. Whoever shows up, I don't know if anyone's gonna show up. But I do thank you all dearly for this 100 subscriber goal. I understand that it has not been over this run of videos. Like, I have 18 videos uploaded right now. I probably got like, I don't know, 10, 20 subs off of it, but I've been accumulating subs over the years. I have archived videos on my playlist section from other videos that got a good amount of subs, stuff like that. And I just want to say that it feels great. Even though it hasn't been over this run of videos, it's been over multiple attempts at YouTube. Hitting 100 subscribers after all these years has been amazing feeling. And I hope I can keep it running, and this will be the one that makes it. So yes, peace and love to all of you. I thank you all dearly if you subscribed, watched, reviewed, liked, subscribed, whatever. I already said subscribe. Damn. I'll be live soon, so try and pick it up if you can. But without further ado, let's move on with the next chapter of this YouTube experience. Thank you, everybody. School director accused of leading child fight club sentenced to probation, 30 days in jail. Are we kidding, bro? They just wanted to have a good time. You know, all the kids were on board with it too. There must have been at least some level of peer pressure into running this club, because I know all of the middle school boys would love this idea. I will say though, when I was in middle school, I would probably not have joined because I'm just a goody two-shoes. On a real note, if I did join a fight club in middle school, I probably would have got my cheeks handed to me in a platter. But just off assumption, I'm seeing that this picture is of a woman, so a female teacher, and a fight club. All I'm gonna say, this is not sexist. I'm just saying girls would not be running a fight club. It's definitely the guys. And where would you run a fight club, huh? The school bathroom. Where do they all start? So this is purely off assumption. I'm not saying anything happened, but if a female teacher was in the boys' bathroom, that would be a little bit weird. At least the roles weren't reversed though, because that would be that would be a terrible situation. This is one where I will argue, honestly, that the sentence is pretty fair. Most of the time, I'm like, yo, they should have got like 100 more years, bro. Send him to life in prison. But this one, I mean, schoolboys were gonna do it anyway, let's be honest. I mean, hopefully she learned a thing or two, and if she was participating in the boys' fight club in the bathroom, that would be awesome. I mean, she'd be well equipped for jail. Sorry for the mic popping, that's my fault. Just kidding. I just spit all over my microphone. A school director who was accused of being the ringleader of a makeshift child fight club will spend 30 days in jail and 108 months on probation. Arkansas judge ruled. You got 9 years? Bro, you are so fried. I will say, I'm gonna take it back. 9 years is a little bit much. I know it's just probation, but I mean, come on, bro. Let's be real. She's gonna go down as a legend in that school, though. Yo, and ringleader of a makeshift fight club is linked. What does this lead to? Yo, there was actually 4 of them. Bro, they got a little business going on here. Their bonds are insane. There's that one girl whose bond is typed wrong. I don't know if that says 100,000 or 10,000. The faces they're making is just so funny to me. All right, I'm gonna read it real quick. Okay, so I was gonna summarize it, but the article that I'm reading right now is basically a summary of the linked article. All I'm gonna say is that it's about to get crazy in here. I guess the 3 other teachers that were involved were just witnesses. Like, they didn't instruct anything, but they just watched it and didn't say anything. So I guess they were accomplices in child abuse, I guess. And before I go any further, I am not making fun of the child being abused. Maybe a little bit, but like not in a bad way. I do not hope that any child gets abused. If you are being abused physically or mentally, please go seek help from an adult. And definitely do not do what these teachers were doing. This is very bad. Do not do what the students were doing either, and I'm gonna get to that. Mary Tracy Morrison, the owner and director of the Delta Institute for Developing Brain and the Engage program in Jonesboro, pleaded guilty to 1 account of permitting child abuse and 4 counts of contributing to the delinquency of a juvenile. Developing brain. Yeah, right. She's smashing the developing brain. She's undeveloping your brain for you. And considering this incident that I'm about to speak of was filmed, like it hasn't got to it yet, but it's about to say it. It was filmed, which means that there was probably a lot more counts that she's not being accused of right now. Who knows what actually happened behind the scenes when there's only videos to prove what did happen? I feel so bad for these children, bro. I was hoping we were gonna go over a story of like children with boxing gloves beating the crap out of each other in the bathroom, but that is definitely not the case. This lady needs to be in jail forever. I take back everything I said. She needs to be in jail for life. Man, resurrect her, mercy res her, and then bring her back and send her to more jail for life. I have no respect for dirty incels like you. But imagine just being one of these kids, bro. Like, you just go to school and you're like, man, I love my class because I get to just beat other kids relentlessly. You gotta be sick in the brain. And if I were the parent of that kid, I would probably just send the kid up for adoption. There's a reason they probably sent you to that developing brain academy, because obviously your brain is not developed enough. Actually, screw that. You don't even deserve parents. I'm gonna send you out to the Nevada desert and just leave you there. I'll break your legs myself and you can crawl back to civilization for one drop of Dasani water. I would not do that. I'm underage and I do not have any kids, and I do not wish to beat any kids. I'm starting to sound really bad right now. I would do that in game. I wouldn't do that to an actual child. After her release from jail, Morrison will spend 120 days under house arrest with electronic monitoring. I'm starting to realize it doesn't really make sense that I'm so mad, because I obviously haven't got to that part of the article, but let's just say that she directed the abuse of one singular kid under like the influence, or not the influence. She was directing a bunch of kids to beat one kid. The fact that she's even being let out of jail in the first place on probation is a crime in itself. People like this should go to Alcatraz, and you're telling me her bond was only $250,000? Bro, you owe that kid your entire life salary. You deserve to... I'm not gonna say that, actually. All of your social security earnings when you retire should go straight to that kid. Your entire 401k, your poor 401k is gonna go to that kid. If it was justified, but no. 30 days in jail, that's it. Normally I come to this channel with a happy mindset, and I am happy today. I love all of you, but this is starting to make me angry. I'm starting to feel a little bit of resentment in this video. She will also be prohibited from working with children in any professional capacity, surrender her occupational therapy license and any other related licenses, complete a mental health assessment, and follow all recommended treatments. I mean, that is a good step towards fixing it. Or you could just send her to Alcatraz. She's a waste of taxpayer money. Let's hope they make her pay for all these services out of her own pocket, because that's... honestly, I could not think of a more light punishment. 30 days in jail, you're basically getting off scot-free for beating a kid. And I just know in jail, you're coming out with 3 black eyes every single day. They're gonna open your third eye for you so they could black it. Hey man, throw a little bit of pink eye in there, you know, rub some cheeks on her face. Cheeks that haven't been washed in a very long time. Hopefully the jail that they send her to is very unsanitary. I don't wish harm upon this woman, because I'm not a bad person. But I do low-key wish harm upon them. Morrison had been arrested in 2025 after a mother told the Craighead County Sheriff's Office that her teenage son was mentally and physically abused at the school. So what are we doing here, Judge? The judge should be sent to jail as well, because genuinely what is... She'd been arrested before for the physical abuse of a child. And you're just gonna give her 30 days in jail for like actual proof that she did it this time? Judge was definitely cracking down, because there's no way. I'm genuinely being serious when I say this. I think the like minimum or average sentence that you should be given for this is like 50 years. Because think about it, she's been charged for this before she got arrested for it. And on top of that, you're like scarring a kid for life. He's gonna be afraid of school. He's gonna be afraid of the other kids around him. He's not gonna make friends. He's just gonna be mentally, you know, and not challenged, but like, you know what I mean? He's gonna be messed up for life. I mean, look at your stupid ass. Look at your eye bags, bro. You're probably awake at night thinking about the fact that you just abused a kid. And get those smile lines off your face. You don't deserve to smile for the rest of your life. And your stupid looking butt chin and your big forehead. I mean, come on, bro. That thing literally goes back to the Mesozoic era. Your eyebrows are thinner than my chances of becoming a big YouTuber. And your head is the shape of an egg. If they shaved you bald, you could wear the Spider-Man mask perfectly. I'm trying to do you a little bit of justice, bro. That little kid. Poor kid, dude. Now get your face off my screen, Reed. And here's where it's gonna start to make sense, this next paragraph. A video obtained through a search warrant showed Morrison had instructed the child to sit on the floor while being surrounded on the outside of a circle by 18 other juvenile students and Dr. Morrison. The affidavit stated that Morrison told the other students to put their hands on the child in the center, as well as hitting the child with an unknown object. Yeah, this is not no fight club. This is more of just like a physical abuse. You are not a legend in the school anymore. I take it back from what I said earlier. You might be a legend, but you're like the opposite of Kobe Bryant. You're like the Joker of legends, basically. But yeah, you understand it now. You understand why this lady is actually a demon spawn? We should actually Leica them. Take all those kids, take the teacher, put them in a space pod with no parachutes, no way back to Earth, and just send them out into orbit. I'm not actually serious about doing that. That would be very horrible, because I do not want to hurt kids or an adult, even if they're as bad as this lady. Lady. While Morrison verbally berated the child, another student kicked and choked the victim. In response, Morrison could be seen giving the juvenile a high five, displaying her pleasure with the student's actions. I don't even want to make jokes about this anymore, because this is just not funny. That's just dark, man. Like, I low-key want to move on because that hurts my soul. That is not the type of content I'm trying to put out on my wonderful, happy YouTube channel where everybody's having a good time. You know what? We'll just move on with this. Fuck you, Mary Tracy Morrison. I'm flipping off my screen as I'm recording this, right at your face. When the incident ended, Morrison instructed the victim to apologize to all other students and said the situation should not be discussed again. That should be a charge in itself, hello? It's not like she was mentally ill and did a very bad thing. Like, she knew it was bad, that's why she's trying to cover it up right now. Even if the child being abused was a devil, he did not deserve all that. There is not a single action he could have done to actually justify just beating the crap out of him. He'd have to, like, take 19 puppies hostage. And there's no way this busted out of nowhere either. The teacher probably was showing signs, bro. They should have kicked her out a long time ago. People don't snap like that out of nowhere. And if she's doing this to random kids at school, you gotta check her kids. Maybe she's doing some bad stuff. And no, he does not need to apologize to all the other students. The other students should be writing him letters every single day talking about how they're so sorry. You, as the teacher, should also be doing that as well, and so should all the witnesses. The incident reportedly lasted 30 minutes and included a teacher instructing a student to hit another in the private area. 3 of the school's employees, 38-year-old Michael Bean, 36-year-old Kristen Bell, and 45-year-old Catherine Lipscomb, were also arrested. I am so sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so sorry to that kid, and I'm so sorry to you guys for having to listen to such a negative video today. I might save it, but honestly, I don't really have time to record another video, so I might not. But I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you didn't enjoy the story and the actions, but I hope you enjoyed my commentary. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me for a little bit because I did show a little bit more emotion in this video than usual, so hopefully that, you know, gets a little bit more, not engagement. I don't care about engagement. I care about your joy and entertainment. So the biggest takeaway from this story and a lesson for all of you is if you're being abused, go seek help from a trusted adult. All of those doing such bad actions should be criminalized and put to justice. So ladies and gentlemen, it's kind of a weird topic change, but thank you again for 100 subscribers. Thank you for all the views, all the comments, all the likes, and everything that you do for me. I thank you all dearly. And if you made it to the end of the video, I commemorate you, if that's even the right word to use. And I just hope that I entertained you and gave you a little bit of joy, because if so, I did my job and I am so happy for that. It has been amazing seeing you all, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Ian. And I usually don't say this, but in the description right now, there's a link to join the Discord server for 100 subscribers. It'll be great if you could come talk to me. We could have a chat. It would be amazing to have you in there with the party. And yeah, without further ado, it's been amazing seeing you all, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Ian, the 100 subscriber YouTuber now, and I'll see you later. Peace.